Yeah, I am. No, why not? Give yourself fucking swag. How dare you make no one hear you? Now it's gonna sound like I'm talking to myself. Um, you're worried about that. Also, this character is kind of interesting. One of her perks is kind of weird. I kind of like it though. Wait, what did you say? I mean, she might. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Yeah. You stand up for yourself using whatever's on hand to gain an advantage. Press and hold the active ability button for 4 seconds while standing beside a drop pallet to reset it. So literally, I can pick back, like, I can reset pallets to like the down, like I can reuse them. I was like, that's kind of cool, but like, that'd be a cool teachable perk. But is it worth wasting a perk slot for something like that? Well, that's if the killer decides to break it. Some killers are fucking dumb and they won't break it. And you'd like, oh, okay. Yeah, they'll walk around it. They'll prefer to walk around it. But even then, if it's in a loop or something, you probably want to break it. Like, it's altruism. Hey Alexa, define altruistic. Yeah. I wanted to make sure I'm terrible at explaining. I'm terrible at explaining that. It's well, even if you didn't, it was for me. But like, altruistic is being like helping others. That's the quality of someone. If you're altruistic, you care about other people, or it's used as an adjective to describe someone. I wanted to make sure I was correct because, like, I don't want to misinform people. Yeah, sure. Go with that. No. See, but she wouldn't be altruistic if you're going by the book definition. That's not a person. But I know this is stupid. I know, but this sounds dumb. But that's still not, if you think about it. This is like debating on a technicality. But I find it fun. Because you think about it, that's still not altruistic because you're not quite helping Timmy down the street. You're more like you're helping the cats, and by proxy you're helping Timmy down the street. You're not actually
Shut up.
If Heather had the power of cancer giving, Cheryl, I'm sorry, Cheryl. She's not Heather anymore. Who's her? Who's Harold? Who's Harold? Harold Mason. That's her name now. Harold Mason. Hi. My name's Harold Mason. You think Cheryl ever gets good dick because she fought off Pyramid Head? Well, no, she didn't fight off Pyramid Head. She basically kicked the cult's ass. So I was like, bitch, you witchy. I'll fuck you. I don't think that's ever explained if she does or not. People assume she does because she is the kid of Elisa and stuff, and Elisa doesn't necessarily have powers per se, but you know how like, I mean, this is unrealistic. I mean, Silent Hill in general is unrealistic. Let's throw that out the window. Like throw realism out the window. In most games where like there's a cult in play and the high, like the big honcho, it should be Elisa in this scenario. They kind of have some kind of like power. I think Far Cry 5 does the more realistic side of cult stuff, where like it's more like you could see it happening. Like that game, the cult shit that goes on in that game is so fucking like you could see that happening. Like that felt real. Every time I play that game, I'm like, this feels like Waco all over again. I see this shit. But yeah, I think Elisa has some kind of power. But the question is Cheryl? Cheryl was a baby. She got stabbed in the heart, and it's too late. You give love. No, I'm just kidding. Look. Shit. People, a football team? I mean, she might have had a football. He's probably gonna say no. I tell you right now. She's like a Wiccan. A Wiccan doesn't have powers either. They just think they do. They're the kind of people that'll sit there with their hands out like, woo! I'm gonna move a fucking I'm gonna make a fucking spoon float with my fucking brain power and shit. It's like, that doesn't work. Galipsy. It's not just... Yeah. That was the thing, is she was, yeah. Elisa was a midwich student who got bullied and shit. I can't remember all of her story, but some shit happened. Let's just say that. Say shit happened, and yeah. Look at Adam in his sweater. I guess we're doing. Oh, we should Cheryl party. Here we go. Cheryl party. Cracker dress. Oh no, you haven't seen it because like the amount of symbolism in that game that people have found, and it's totally up for speculation. Not almost all of it's canon. Like almost every single enemy by design has thought to it in terms of symbolizing something of the player. Like in Silent Hill 3, the Closers. I think I've explained this before, but she's, you know, I think you know the Closers, the shopping bag bitch that's super big, and they always put her in, like, they always put that enemy in. Like, yeah, there's theories all over the place. Yeah. And a gun. Well, the pipe's better. Yeah, she could also get a golden pipe. You can also get a golden pipe. Yeah, you throw it in the water. In the sewer section where you're supposed to... Yeah, there's a... And you... Yeah, you just follow that and you'll get a golden pipe. Or you can get the stupid super suit that shoots lasers. The sexy heather, like, shit. I don't know which Cheryl that is. Yeah, I bought this outfit for Cheryl. Yeah, I'm the one with dark punk Cheryl, okay? No, one's black boy Adam. I actually think Adam's... I think it... No, there's a couple of Adams that are black. Oh, it's Lullaby. There's usually a Jin down there. There's someone down there, I guess? They got a reunited boat. Yeah. It's funny, because I can't... Like, I want to be, like, contradicting, but, well, most Adams are black in the game for some reason. I don't know if that's a primarily, like, people black... Well, it's a super common American. Yeah. It's funny, every time I hear the word Adam, you do think of, like, black people. Like, not trying to be, like, racist, it's just an observation. Well, that's where I think the Adam commonality comes from, though, is that a lot of people here in America are Christian. Like, there's Adam in the Bible. That's probably... I notice in popular names, like, even my name's really popular. It's in the Bible. It's biblical. Like, I've noticed a lot of parents and stuff with their kids after... well, religious families. You could be... Your whole initial setup, too. Oh yeah, Adam, yeah. Adam Raphael, yeah, Raphael. Either she's gonna see me or she's not. I'm not sure which is gonna happen. Oh, wait. I'm trying to slowly make my way there, but she's around. I'm watching. Well, if she's not looking in your direction, you won't even notice. Yeah, you're about to get hit. Or she'll snipe you with an axe. I've had it happen one game earlier today where like he fucking chunked an axe and I watched it go across like stupid far. You get a snipe bonus actually when that happens. Hey Adam. Y'all pop gin down here? Is that what's going on? I don't think you'll get it first try. I mean, I had it happen the other day. I was like, fuck it, and I just started fucking, and first try I got it. I was like, okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here's my chance. Unless someone else is here. You ready, Adam? Ah, oh, damn it! I didn't think she was gonna take. I thought she was gonna take a lot longer to hook. For what? What? I know my... Look. I've got you. Adam, I got you. Don't worry. There you go. Oh. I'll double heal or not. Not. I know it's not you. He's gonna chase. I don't know if you didn't tunnel me. Alright, we're coming to you. Keep mashing it. Three Heathers. Heather squad. Or Cheryl squad, yeah, sorry. No. What? Oh, bitch, that's got a hex on it? I didn't even notice that. What hex is in there? Ruin? Have you been... Did you repair a generator? Did it randomly, like, in a... Did that? That's sick juke, bro. Gonna come inside you and be like... I mean... We have 3. If we gen rush, we probably could, but this fucking David or Adam keeps... I think that, yeah, I'm about to say, I was actually gonna slowly start walking over there, but I figured that was his last hook, so I was like, I'm just gonna walk it. Well, it's all up to us, Cheryl. I think she has a med kit. No, wait, you might be a higher level than us. You might have the Claude Edberg bond. You know, there's some arguments over if you use bond on any character that you're like not a good player. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, dude, bond is fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? You can sit there like while you're being chased, stop for a second, and just progress your bar as you go without a med kit. Like, oh, okay. You gonna tell me that's not fucking good? Well, someone brought up the fact that like it's honestly not a bad perk. It just all depends on how you use it. If you're using bond to heal yourself while there's like 2 other people being hooked and you're not helping your teammates in the middle of a game, you're a fucking asshole. And you're not gonna be a better player. You have to learn how to help people sometimes. You can't just sit there and... Yeah, in the survivor's perspective, the more people you have alive, the better chances you are to pop gen. Like, see, we're 1 man down, but that's still viable. But we're not. I'm also not very good. So, like, I could say that all I want. Like, yeah, well, this is how you should play the game, but what? There is. If you spell it like TEAME. Aim. Who's that? Adam. Adam! You're gonna get us killed!
Yeah.
Look, she's coming his way now! Why'd you drop toolbox? It's green, bro. No, I don't want her to... Ah! I ran right in front of her! Ah! I kind of expected that to happen. I don't know why I got scored, or like I kind of jumped. She grabbed the crown. What a bitch. I saw you do that. Look, she went right back to it. No, the killer did. I just watched her grab it. Oh, you got it. Okay. She got herself. You know, Cheryl can't get the crown. Yeah. Did she run off? Did she like run off or something? How many hooks? 2, right? Oh shit! Yeah, cause you fucking you're like, watch this shit. You try to escape. That's why you died. Well, it's only a 2-man game now. 2-woman. Your way you want to flip that script. I think this is basement. Not the basement. What's the list? Let's hear it. Okay, I don't think that one's the scariest one. Well, if you're talking about in terms of like the atmosphere and stuff, yeah, I can see it. I think Silent Hill 3 personally is more like. Well, each Silent Hill has a different design philosophy behind it. Like Silent Hill 2 is more about the fear of the unknown, being alone, isolated. Like literally, the one of the directors who had an interview and he talked about the first opening area where it's supposed to stupid long like walk into Silent Hill. It was supposed to like kind of set the pace of what the game was. Like you were alone, you know, to yourself, to your own thoughts. That was the idea. Where Silent Hill 3 was more like more in your face, like you're still like fear of the unknown, but they kind of went more like in your face with it. And Silent Hill 1 kind of different. They all have their like different kind of qualities to them. What's the other one? Top 5. You watching this? Look at it. I just swapped. I think I'm gonna be the last one alive. I don't think I'm gonna be able to save the other barrel. I don't know if I can. And I'll try. He's Jason. Or she escaped, one of the two. I swear, if I look at the lobby ranks after this game, and Killer was like ranked 20, everyone else was like ranked 20. I mean, I'm not that high of a rank either, but every time I played a lobby with rank 20s only, I tend to be the one that lived. Like, I don't know if that's saying something. I want to pop the jig. Like, pull me off. Follow me right fucking now. I bet you $900 this lullaby is gonna. You look at my director. He's definitely. Go for it. No, I didn't know where she was coming from. I swear, if I... Ooh. Okay. That's not fair, Lullaby. You're cheating. Oh, time to Zuckerberg out of this. Come on, 4%, baby. Let's go. Come on, 4%, baby. Damn. No 4%. Anyway, I'm gonna let myself die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, other character or other Cheryl. I was gonna actually like I was gonna be like, I was gonna try to something. Oh no. Oh, I didn't even look at the ring. I didn't even bother at him. I was like, so I have $120 saved up in cash to decide on how I'm gonna go about getting deadly premonition. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about it. I know I was gonna pre-order Amazon. I already placed it, and then I was like, wait, let me check when it's gonna come out. Is it gonna just pull out as I do it? But then they said no, it's going to pull out when it gets shipped the day or so before, so it gets there on the day. And I was like, well, I don't want to do that because I just want to know, you know, how much I have in my account. I don't like sitting and just waiting for something to show up, come out. So I went ahead and pulled out the money, and I might go to GameStop and drop a pre-order or something. We'll figure it out. Grandma and Mom gave me $20 each to help out. I told him, I was like, if you're gonna give me anything for my birthday, just help me out buying a deadly premonition. That's fine with me. I was like, just give me a hand if you want to. So they were like, eh. Yes. I wanted to have a long pause there just to make you be like, like that felt wrong. I'm not. What? How's that feel? We're gonna live forever. Oh, this is a David King perk. Your friends, each time you perform a safe hook rescue or take a hit to protect the survivor, you gain 25%, blah blah. Oh. So blood point farming perk, basically. Yeah, I bought like some tiers, so I got to tier 50 because I was like, at least let me get the outfit for the character I bought. Finish off that outfit. I did. You gonna watch Fallon tomorrow? I don't know. I went to bed at like 3 or so. I was too busy chatting and watching I was on Twitter. I didn't mean to say chat. Yeah, let me tell you, that's totally what that no. Is that what you think I would do? I would just like have a side person that looks basically like you if I ever had one. No, that's no. Cause that would be, yeah, that would be at the level of like you mean like what you do, but you already have me, so it's like you know, there's like 200 people always streaming this on PlayStation. Look at the broadcast tab on here. Like, there's like 200 people like streaming this at one time. Like, I'm so surprised that the queues take a little longer at night. Like, you would think 200, at least 200 people. There's like, you know, I don't know. Maybe I don't know how that shit works. Like, you know, Twitter. So you want to talk about that rant I saw earlier? I was like venting about it and I was like, I deleted it. There was an issue with someone brought up like, you shouldn't be saying coon or whatever as like, cause like, yeah, well, cause coon is someone, a lot of people were replying like, cause like, you know, raccoon sonas, okay? Some people call them coon sonas. And No, no, no. I would have spelt
So
it that
yeah,
way.
you said
But
people are.
yeah. Well, that's the problem I had. Is like she's like the original tweet was like, oh, don't use coon because it might make people of color blah 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 uncomfortable, and I'm like, I get that, but when I say coon, I think most people's sentiment. Some people were like, yeah, you shouldn't do it, blah blah blah, but I think most people were like me, were like, I get it, I get that it has a racist like blur attached to it. But when I say I don't say coon, obviously. I just say raccoon. I don't like shortening shit. But like if I was gonna say coon, I'm not intending it to. Like if I'm gonna say, oh, you have a coon sona, I'm not gonna be like, oh, like no, I mean it as coon as is intended. You know, I'm not having racist intent. But that's another, yeah. Like what people. Well, then I would apologize. You apologize. But you also apologize. There, Repsion today made a great point about the internet lately because all this drama's coming out about some content creators, and he said it's getting to a dangerous ground because like there's no middle ground. It's all black and white on the internet lately. There's no middle ground. That's mainly how life works, is in the middle ground. You can't like it's always one extreme, or yeah, there's always one extreme or the other, and if you're not one of them, you're canceled. Like there's too much of a vague space. Like most of life happens in that gray area. It's not just all black. It's not just all white. Like, you know, like it's always in that space. But like one person tweeted being like, well, even if the person doesn't know it's or whatever, it's still racist. I'm like, but I get that. Like I get it. But if the person doesn't know that coon has a racial, like, you know, negative sentiment towards it, okay, then how in the fuck is it supposed to be racist? Like you can't just. That's like I get it. But like if the person doesn't know it's racist, then the intent isn't racist. It could never have been racist intent. Because if someone doesn't know that coon is also a racial slur, which most people apparently didn't. I didn't really know that either. Because like I don't see coon as that. I see coon as a shortening for raccoon. I don't see it any other way. But like, but then shoot. Yeah. Oh. But I was like, but then that was the first part. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. It's still racist, even the person doesn't know about it. It's like, but that's like, see, that's the black and white thing. Like, there's some gray area. What if the person didn't know that? Like, you know, not saying you can't educate people, but like, they never will. No. They'll drop it. You know better. Yeah, you teach it. You don't just whip it. Whipping a child is like not. Yeah, I don't believe in whipping children. I believe in punishing them. I don't think well, that sounds terrible out of context. You know what I mean? Like, take your game away or something. Like, but not take the games away. Like, be like, no, you're grounded. Don't come out of the room. Like, I don't think you're teaching a kid something valuable when they do something bad, and all of a sudden you just want to hit them. Like I know it's, you know, you're whipping them, but like still, is that really the way you're supposed to teach? Like, now all you can do is get your kid to be like, well, if I do this, I'm just gonna get hit. You know, it shouldn't be that way. You should be like, no, you shouldn't do this because blank, or this is why you shouldn't do this, or whatever. If you just whip your kids all the time, you know, I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying it's. I just don't like to do it. I don't think I could do that. I'd be a terrible parent because of it, though, because I think sometimes you need to whip your kid, but that's why I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent. Yeah, anyway, about the tweet. The first half was that, right? And I'm like, well, then what if... But that's stupid. That's kind of dumb, though, because, like, how can it be racist if the person doesn't know, like, that it has a racist intent? So, like, their intent when they say coon is not racist. Like, ever. That's not in their head at all. But then she goes, well, then you should educate or blank, blank, blank. I'm like, that's cool. Like, yeah, you should educate them. But why didn't you just say that instead of adding that first little, like, tidbit about, like, well, it's still racist. Like, why couldn't you just say the second part? Like, it's not very... It kind of feels, like, redundant once you've said that first part. It kind of makes me, like, be like, well, now you're ignorant. Like... Yeah, I know. That shouldn't be, like, the way you think about it. I mean, you can be stopped. Yeah, I don't think about it like that. I think that's a silly way of thinking. The spine shield? Yes, it'll light up when the killer is looking at you. It doesn't matter where she is. She might be looking at you from behind or the side, but she's looking at your direction. So, like, usually my game plan... Yeah. Well... See, that would take some skill, though. Yeah, it just peeved me a little bit. Like, I wasn't even mad at the person who tweeted that, because it wasn't like it was that bad of a tweet. I was just more like, why... Oh, she's looking straight at me. Ready? And she she missed! She didn't even get it! Yeah, I forget you have that block thing. Adam, use a pallet. Oh, damn, she got your ass. No, she left you alone. What a fucking dick. Dude, she just... What a fucking cunt. She just, like, fucking left you alone. No. I was just more, like, peeved about the idea of the first part that she said. I was like, what's the point of adding that first part if you were just going to say, you know, well, we should educate those people. It's like... And even then, when you educate those people, it's like... They'll probably be like, okay, but that was never my intent. How am I racist now all of a sudden? Because, like... Yeah, because, like, here's my thing. How would that conversation go? Like, someone's like, oh, nice coon soda, and the person's like, that's racist. You're a racist piece of shit. Or, like, blank, blank, blank. You know, it doesn't have to be as harsh. They're like, then, like, the person's like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm not fucking racist, you fucking... Or, like, you know, just speculating here. Like, now you come off as an asshole. Like, you could have just been like, hey, dude, just don't say that, blank, blank. Like, I'm not saying all people are. Yeah, she's tunneling me. I'm not that. It happened. Yeah, it's like, I just don't understand how that's realistically what you should do in conversations. Being like, oh, nice, like someone DMs you because you're a raccoon suitor or whatever. Like, oh, nice coon soda, and the suitor happens to be black, and it's like, he's like, yeah, I don't. You're wow, you racist piece of shit or something. Like, not even giving them the benefit. Yeah. Yeah, like... Okay, but that's not what I meant. Yeah, those people always bother me, that they feel like they have to speak for you, even though you clearly aren't offended or anything by something like that. Cause like not all people, not all people like that, the first thing they think of is like, oh, that's racist. I feel like those people that think like that are just picking, like, or asking for fights sometimes. Cause like when I mean I can't speak for everyone, but I think most. Oh shit! I walked right in front of her. I knew she was nearby, but I didn't know where she was. That's okay. Yeah, it seems like those people who think like that, like that's the first thing when you hear the word coon, that is like, wow, I'm offended because that's a racist term that people use to be racist sometimes. It's like, not all the time is that word used to be racist. You don't have to, like... Because survivors are fucking stupid, Adam, that's why. I don't think people realize this when you fucking play Survivor. If someone gets hooked, you don't immediately try to fucking unhook them when the killer literally just walked away like a meter away so far. Because all she's gonna do is turn right the fuck around and then hit the person that's been hooked. Because they're going to punish you for the other survivor's fucking actions. This is how you can tell these people are low rank. I see that complaint all the time in the Dead by Daylight forums. They're like, people like, yeah, if you fucking unhook people like that, you're a fucking idiot. You're literally hurting your team. Like, don't fucking do that until you know it's safe enough to unhook people. Because that's how you get the person you just unhooked hooked again. Yeah, we lost. Like, you don't do that. That's why I always try to wait some time before I unhook people. I actually have the one where she has the horse mask and she's like in a World War II outfit. Because that was in the season pass this time around. That outfit. A lot of these season pass outfits actually turn into paid outfits later sometimes. Just pick me up, please. Thank you. Yeah, I think the people that like... oh wow, the fucking... Yeah, I think those people are kind of silly to me. Like, I don't know how you could see the word coon. You know, this is coming from someone who isn't black, so I don't, you know... I know some black people have, like, you know, some racial problems already on their own. They might think different from me, but I still can't grasp how they could think like that. Like, when you hear the word coon, I can't imagine the first thing that comes into someone's head is, wow, that's a race, like, you're being a racist. When like I get it if there's a black person and they don't have a raccoon zona and like you call them a coon, that's totally, like, I could see why that would be racist, maybe. Like, if you have a raccoon zona, you should just put two and two together most of the time. You shouldn't always go to like the negative side of things first. It's like, what if that person isn't being racist? They just said coon. Like a lot of people in the replies are just putting like Webster's like definition up and being like a raccoon, because that's what it is. A lot of people are like, yeah, but that's not what people mean most of the time. Like, I think people always forget that there's intent sometimes too. Like, some people forget to factor in intent, and that sometimes there's words that have been misused all the time in the English language for negative reasons. But that doesn't mean that when someone says that word, that's what they mean. Not every single word someone speaks out of their mouth is slang. You know, like, you got to keep in mind that, you know, there's all kinds of factors coming into play here. It's not just black and white. That's the problem. People like to think in one side of the spectrum or the other. It's never like in the middle, or like most like people like me don't think like that. I give people the benefit of the doubt, and if in circumstances, like I observe the circumstances around me before I just go, oh, that's racist. Like, you shouldn't just do that. I don't know, it feels crazy to me sometimes when people don't like give people chances, or you know, like, kind of, you know, is in the middle of everything, not always on one side or the other. Like, no, I wasn't. I was just venting. I wasn't really mad at it per se. I was just like, this is so stupid. I was like, this is not how you should think. Like, that's not what you should. It came off as like being really bitchy. It's just like, I'm just gonna do it. I at least got it off my chest, and that was enough for me. I was like, I don't care if you do this. Yeah, I was just like, and then today on YouTube, some more beauty guru drama shit happened, and now they're thinking it's gonna cause the next drama pot, or I forget what they called it. Remember that drama with James Charles and shit that happened that was like the biggest fucking thing on the internet? They called it like Dramageddon or something. Well, apparently they're thinking it's coming back because Tati made another video, and on the same subject, by the way, from last year, where James Charles absolutely wrecked her fucking shit with an apology video with receipts and like proof of shit. She came back, and now she's blaming Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star for causing her to make that video in the first fucking place. And I'm like, okay, so you're gonna tell me you're gonna wait until a year after this problem, and now you're gonna try to throw Jeffree and Shane under the bus? Like, yeah, both of them are not that great of people in the first place, but that doesn't feel fair. Because literally Shane has gotten... I hate this shit sometimes. Like, Shane, hey buddy! You okay there, sleepy? I think you know who Shane Dawson is from back in, like, old school YouTube, huh? Where, like, he used to dress up as, you know, characters, and he did some blackface, kind of, you know, and stuff. And, you know, that was I'm not saying it's still not wrong or anything. Like, it's wrong. But, like, you gotta remember back in that day, that's the kind of content people watch. Like, like, when I was 13, I watched that. Because that was funny to me. I didn't see it as racist or anything. But now, with times have changed, yeah, I can see why it's a little racy and shit. But, like, I'm pretty sure he's apologized several times before this. But the problem was that, Jenna made an apology because all these people were trying to cancel her for shit that she did like 10 years ago, and she clearly has improved since then. She hasn't made videos like that in fucking ever. Like, I feel like she doesn't need to apologize if she's already shown that she's grown from it. Now Shane, I can't, you know, be like, oh, he has, but at least with Jenna, yeah, with the drama the issues they had with Fred Meister, whatever his name was. Well, Lily's done some shit. She's been in drama before. I know that. Or no, Pokimane. Sorry, not Lily. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember that. Well, yeah, because it's fair. It's that I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the other. It was either Lily or Pokimane that accidentally showed porn on their stream on accident. That was a big deal. It was one or the other, but you clearly tell it was an accident because she's like, you know, like. That was kind of funny to me though when that happened. That became a big meme. But yeah, drama's silly to me unless it needs to be done. Like people like Onision and stuff that are like literal child groomers and shit. They deserve to be in the limelight for that shit. Like those are people who are doing questionably illegal things. So yeah, but like all this silly shit where like, oh, Jeffree Star did this, and Jeffree Star did this 10 years ago. It's like, God bless you. For me, I think the differences between Jenna and like Jeffree and Shane is like, Jenna's definitely shown that she's improved from that. Where like, Shane doesn't really make those pedophilic jokes anymore and stuff like he used to. That's an improvement. But like, sometimes he still does some stupid shit. And same thing with Jeffree. He's not very good as a person either anyway. But I hate when the people bring up old shit like that from an era that was, you know, an era of YouTube that was just completely different, you know, and, you know, yes, in retrospect, that's still, you know, not good. You know, I'm not saying it was the best thing ever, but at the time, that's what people like to see. That's the kind of content people watched YouTube at that time. You know, not everyone on YouTube or like who watched YouTube was in for that, but that's what was popular at the time. Yeah, there was that one guy that was talking shit about her, and I know there was, I don't know if it was Lily. Yeah. Well, I was about to ask. Yeah, who was the one? I don't remember if it was Pokimane or Lily, but it was this guy who was talking about her as like a commentary video, and he had a sponsor on it. And then on live stream, she's like, "Whose name? Yeah, is that the one you're talking about?" Yeah, it was okay. It was Pokey, but she's like, "Oh wow, I'm gonna put my name on a video of some guy critiquing some other person on YouTube. Got to put my name on that one." You know, like that kind of shit. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know when sponsors would be. I don't think it's a good thing to attack people's sponsors, but I also don't think it's something that's supposed to be sacred either. Like sponsorships aren't some sacred fucking, you know, holy grail that you should never touch. Like if some YouTubers being nuts on the fucking internet and is doing questionable, really shitty shit, I think they deserve to have their sponsors. Like it was with the H3 and Drama Alert stuff. Ethan made a comment. Well, no, I don't think it was fair for him. No, he was just a commentary channel. They was literally just making some points. Most commentary channels aren't there to instigate hate or anything. They're just covering brief topics and giving their own critiques. It's not necessarily that they hate the person. I don't think any commentary channel will send hate to anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. But yeah, I still don't think that's deserved for a commentary channel. But yeah, not everybody on YouTube is the most perfect person in the world. But I don't think people realize it's kind of like the celebrity issue. Like, if celebrity does a bad thing, it's just because like they're upholded to a standard, basically. And it's like they shouldn't be upholded to a standard. They're people too. Everyone's people. It doesn't matter if everyone knows who they are or not. I don't think they deserve to be on that spotlight when they do one small thing. Oops. When they do like one small thing wrong, I don't think they deserve to be canceled for it, especially if it's not that serious. It's almost like with the offline TV drama. It doesn't seem that serious. Like, you know, it didn't seem like he raped her or like anyone or anything. It just made people uncomfortable. So like, I don't think people. I think it deserves to be mentioned and stuff like what happened, but yeah. Yeah, which I can understand. It. Yeah, which is not good. Shouldn't do that. It shouldn't be. And then I think some people always call people out for like being like, "Why'd you put this on public blast?" And I think one of them made a great point. It's like you don't know what goes on behind the Twitter. Like you don't know what goes on behind the phone. Like. You never know. Lily might have already confronted Fedmeister about this stuff personally first. But sometimes you just gotta, sometimes you gotta take it to public for something to happen. Sometimes it takes, especially in public figures, like people like her and stuff. He refused to own up to it. So yeah, it's so fucked up to think that it didn't happen privately. Like, yeah, now the Pro Jared situation where he basically just broke up with his wife in public, that was unnecessary. In my opinion, there was no need to do that because all it did was start a huge fucking drama loop. Or like that was unnecessary. But like things like that, you never know. Who is it, by the way? I noticed in the back Legion. That's what I thought. It was like that's who it was. Yeah, I feel like some people forget that like things do go on behind the scenes. Not everything in people's lives are recorded, especially in YouTubers. Like they need time to themselves, guys. They do shit privately. Yeah, that's the mindset though. Like I know this. He totally saw me. How the fuck did you know is there? Oh, frenzy, duh. Okay. This is what we're doing, boys. Yeah, I think it's silly to think like that. Like, yeah. Yeah, I think it's silly to think like that. I like how someone dropped that pallet and I didn't realize. And I was like, well, I'm gonna die, be punished for that. But yeah, I think it's silly when people don't realize that sometimes when things are publicly broadcast, it's because that was the last ditch effort. They tried privately settling things. Sometimes you need a hurt to your character. We're gonna blast you in public. Yeah. Oh, she DC'd. Yeah, I know, I get that. I think some people forget that celebrities and all these big known, like, YouTubers, like, like, sometimes it's not true or they don't try privately first, but you don't know that anyway. You shouldn't be just being like, well, did you try privately? No, you didn't. Probably not, haha. Like, you don't know that stuff. Oh, well, he didn't really do anything that... Yeah. He didn't really even do anything, like... Yeah, he didn't really even do anything that serious. Yeah. He had a rank 2 killer and a rank 2 survivor in our lobby, apparently. Yeah, I don't think what he even did was that serious, but it was serious enough to cause uncomfort to people, so that's always worth enough. Yeah, I know she said something recently, I haven't looked at it. Yeah. We shouldn't do, that's fucked.